So do you think the sequential turn signal and brake light feature on a Ford Mustang is cool? So do we. Welcome to the Warrior Woodshop. My name is Mr. Rodaway, and here at the Warrior Woodshop, we not only do project videos, tips and tricks, and technique videos. We like to dabble with trailers here and there because we've got to get our lumber from the lumber yard here to the shop. We do occasional field trip construction site videos with decks and sheds, and then we have our off-road toys that we got to get out to the off-road parks and fields where we love to go riding. So, with a little bit of that background done, we've got a gooseneck trailer that was produced by a company that kind of primarily dabbles or works with horse trailers. So they've named themselves Mustang Trailer Company. And we thought, well, it would be a cool feature on that trailer if we could get the sequential turn signal feature that a Ford Mustang car has on a Ford or non-Ford Mustang trailer. They're not affiliated with each other, just happen to have the same name. So I did a little bit of research, had a hard time finding something. I did find one on Amazon. I want to make sure I read this correctly. So the Yosoo 12-volt DC trailer light converter, universal 3-step sequential mic flash taillight control module boxes. It also says taillight sequencer sequential brake light module. The second part of it, I don't know if I can agree with in the title. It definitely does the sequential. So my review is either 1 star or 5 stars. And I hate to be that both sides of the fences, because this will work great if you have a separate turn signal and brake light circuitry on your vehicle that you're wanting to hook this up to. If you have a combined turn signal and brake light feature like most utility trailers do, this will not work at all. So let me demonstrate what comes in the package. It comes with 2 of these. I've already unwrapped them. They're little boxes. They claim they're waterproof. I would have put them in a junction box if we'd use them. So you got your input signal. You got your black wire is the ground. The red wire is your turn signal indicator. Then it's got a wire plug. I'm not sure what light that goes to, but I saw one other video that they just snipped this off. There's a black wire for ground, which goes to the most of the time the white on a tail light, but it could go to black. Just do your research on your particular light. Then it has brown, yellow, and red. I think red is number 1, yellow is number 2, and brown is number 3. You know, I'm sorry if I got those reversed. There's no instructions in the package. Again, 1 star or 5 stars. I do want to demonstrate how it works. So I've got all the grounds of the lights connected. I've got all the grounds just wiring at it for this demonstration. We've got our tail light trailer light tester box. We did that one a few weeks ago. Check out the video if you're interested in seeing how that's built. So I've got everything wired together. Let's turn this on. Give it a second for the volt converter to kick in. There it goes. And our green wire, as in a lot of RVs, is the signal. So that's what I'm using here. I want to show you that this is tail light. They all work in tail light mode. So I'm going to leave the tail lights off so you see the sequence a little bit easier. And if you watch, I'm going to hold this. There's our sequence. It goes for, from what I read, about 0.8 tenths of a second, so basically a 1 second rotation. Now, in my opinion, what I thought this should do, and the other reviewer didn't demonstrate this either way, it doesn't work. They were putting it in the back of a Mustang or Cougar, I can't remember exactly what car, and by holding this box is resetting itself every second. Now, it will work really great if you got a turn signal feature that goes through the flasher technique. As you can see, I'm off and on. Obviously, it'd be more evenly timed. So if you got a fast flasher, it's going to look like a fast flasher, you know, without an LED ballast. So maybe that won't work in your situation, but I expected it to go on to solid and stay until it was reset by the flasher. So unfortunately that won't work. Now if I took a bar, which if I had the room I would consider this, and put it below as a brake light bar, that will work. But the problem is, most of you may know this, or if you don't, utility trailers have a combined turn signal brake feature. So unfortunately, that won't work without another device that I'll review later, the CURT 2 to 3 wire separator. So I could do that, but again, I don't have the room. I wanted to combine the 3 lights into a sequential and be the brake light, and unfortunately that won't work. So again, the product, if it works for you, I'll put a link in the description below, is the Yosoo 12 volt DC trailer light converter universal 3-step sequential mic flash tail light control module boxes tail light control 12 volt DC. So it was made overseas, no surprise there. The wires are 18 or 20 gauge, they're kind of thin. Again, supposedly waterproof, but I would have put it in a plastic PVC box and had the wires come out through a wire clamp, at least to help increase the longevity of it. So hopefully that answers some of your questions on whether this will work for you. I do really want to find something for this Mustang flatbed trailer that will do this. So if you know of a product that will answer that question or solve that problem for me, please let me know. Because here it is in September. We're just ordered this. I want to make sure everything's in place, because in October we have our homecoming parade here at the school. We're using that trailer for that. We came, we saw, we built the city Warrior Woodshop parade float. But after that, that flatbed trailer is going into a hiatus where it's going to get basically stripped down to the frame, wire wheeled, and not only lit up like a Christmas tree, but it's going to have underglow. It's going to be turned into a recovery vehicle. Several times we've had to pick people up off the side of the road, and we just felt a little uncomfortable with the amount of stock lighting the trailer had. And if you've seen other Warrior Woodshop videos, we do light them up like a Christmas tree. So we want to set that one up as a recovery vehicle with a winch, strobes, underglow, the whole works. So we do have about a month or so until we're going to start that project. So if you, please leave a comment below if you know of a product that will solve my needs with these being a combined turn signal, brake, and taillight feature, which they do have the taillight feature. I can't argue with that one. But if it'll solve my needs, please leave that a description to the link or in a comment below. So if you haven't done so, obviously subscribe, hit the bell, give a thumbs up if you like this video. But once you're done making sparks here, go out and make some sawdust.